What's buzzing, everyone? This is SM127, and I'm gonna be doing Mario vs. Donkey Kong Mini Land Mayhem as a throwback game. Alright. So basically, this is Mario vs. Donkey Kong Mini Land Mayhem. This is basically if you've seen my last video, I played Mario vs. Donkey Kong Tipping Stars. So this is basically gonna be like that. Let's just skip that. So yeah, for the first 15 minutes, I'm gonna be doing like the main game. For the next 15 minutes, I'm gonna be doing the custom levels that I made. Keep in mind that all the custom levels I made were back in 2016 and 15. Alright, so here we go, World 1-1. Or Attraction 1-1. Alright. So basically I have these little girders. And these girders basically came back later in Mario vs. Donkey Kong Tipping Stars and Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge. So, for collection bonus, you get 6,000 points for collecting everything. And you get a goal score. Like, the goal score is 15,100, so if you get more than 15,100, you'll get a trophy. Alright, World 2. World 1-2, I mean. And those end cards, those cards. And obviously, if one of these characters die, it doesn't matter if there's some of them left, you get a game over. And once they enter the door, there's going to be a timer, which if they don't enter the door in time, which if they don't enter the goal door in time, the other characters are going to be unable to enter, and the game will end. So when it comes to that clock, when one of the mini Marios enter the door, that clock is not joking. It really wants you to, and it really wants you to enter. It really wants those characters to enter that door on time. Otherwise, the door is gonna close and lock, and the game will end. Alright, so basically with the help screen, if you tap this, you'll see the door. And there's also the door timer, 6, 4, 2, 0. And the chain rule, that's the chain rule. The chain rule is that all the mini Marios must enter the door in a short amount of time, in 6 seconds. In 6 seconds. After 6 seconds, that timer is gonna fill, the door is gonna lock, and it's gonna be game over. Alright, so now World 1-4 is next. And right here we have a little capsule with Toad in it. So, okay, so we're just gonna let Mario complete the level while we let Toad do the collecting. So, this time there's no timer at the door. Mini Mario end door. encapsule toy in the door. But each character must make it to their own door. Like, each character must make it to their own door. We just have to build that. Alright. And you can't tap them to speed them up. Alright, -3. Now everything's all done. And I have 229 seconds left. When there are 30 seconds left, that timer will turn red, and you're gonna hear a beeping sound. Alright, that's all done. Goal score threshold of 14,800. I got 14,360, that's too low. Should have been faster. Okay, we're gonna look through all this. This timer doesn't start until you activate a Mini Mario, so you can do some exploring. You can do some exploring beforehand, and add or subtract some objects. And we have that hammer to defeat Shy Guy. With 281 of the clock. For every second you have left of the timer, you get 10 points. That's basically... Wait, what? Oh, time bonus is 5620. Wait. Okay, you actually get 20... Okay, you get 20 points for every second you have left on the clock. Like, for 2 seconds left, you'll get 40 points. And basically, for this clock right there, when the remaining timer drops to 10% of however much time you start with when the remaining timer drops to 10% of however much time you start with, which you start with 300 seconds, and when that drops to 30, that clock is going to turn red and you'll hear a beeping sound. When the remaining time drops to 5% of however much time you start with, which in this case 15 seconds, you're going to hear another beeping sound, and then when there's less than 11 seconds left, you'll hear a beeping sound. You'll hear a beeping sound every second until that drops to 0. So basically, you could think of that as the remaining time until the Mini Marios run out of battery. Like like every 3 seconds is 1% on the battery. And once it reaches 0, all the characters are gonna run out of batteries. That's the way I like to think of it. Anyway, no more wasting time. Let's get started with this. And here's something new. We have the ladders. Yeah, they're gonna be doing that. Okay, they're way too far apart, so there's no way. Okay, I just desync them. They're not gonna make it anyway. By the way, this is what the game over screen looks like. Let's try this again. Yeah, there are no lives in this game, which, unlike in like Mario vs. Donkey Kong Mini's March again, if you were to not bring the mini Marios to the door within the remaining time, or if one of them dies, one life would be deducted. All right. All right. Let's get them all in. At 14,720, the threshold is 14.4. And world 1-8, wait no, 1-7. And we have a Circus Kong. You cannot climb up slopes. Alright. Finally collect that. Alright, they got in. That's 550 seconds. Wait no, 5,500 points. Again, for every second you have left, you get 20 points as a time bonus. And the timer starts at 300, and when the remaining time drops to 10% of that, you'll hear a beeping sound and it's going to turn red. Which 10% of that will be 30 seconds. And then when it drops to 5%, you're going to hear another beeping sound, which will be 15 seconds left. And then at 10 seconds remaining, you're going to hear a beeping sound. You're going to hear a beeping sound every second until the timer runs out. Oh. Okay, let's do this again. All right. Alright. So now the mini Mario with a key is the only one that can open the door. Alright. So World 1-8. I'm gonna be extending this a little bit to like 20. I'm gonna be extending this a little bit to 20 minutes so I could show you more of this. So I could do plus mode a little bit. Because this is an old game, and you might not have seen this in a while. Alright, 3, 2, 1. I always wonder how many girlfriends does Mario have? Because he hangs around with a girl named Pauline, and he saves Princess Peach. Alright. Let's collect that card. And at the top right of the screen, that you're seeing, it shows the remaining mini Marios that you have left. You start off with 6, and if all of them die, the game ends. If either all of them dies or this timer runs out, the game is going to be over. It's at 2:57 right now. However, there are going to be some points in the game where if you're running low on time, there's a clock will appear, so you can collect that to add 30 seconds to the timer. It's basically like in Mario vs. Donkey Kong Minis March Again. Except, like, in that game, Mario vs. Donkey Kong Minis March Again, there's clocks that add time, but there's also those other clocks, which, if you collect that well, there's also those clocks called those gray clocks, which, if you collect those clocks, they'll deduct 30 seconds. So don't collect those clocks. Alright. Alright. And that's a win. With 2:09 on the clock. With a threshold of 12,000, perfect bonus. Your perfect bonus is when you don't lose a single mini Mario. If you lose one of them, you're gonna lose that bonus. Just try not to lose any of them, but try to make sure that you have at least one left. Alright. Alright, and here's those boxes. You want to try and aim for the 4x box. The higher that value is, the more points you'll get. Those negative boxes will deduct points. And there's those clocks that appear from time to time, which if you collect those clocks, they'll add 10 seconds to your minigame. You start off with 60. Negative boxes will deduct points. Okay, let's collect this. What? Alright. So apparently I took a 25-point deduction. Okay. Minus 25 for accidentally falling in that box. That's a 25-point deduction. And when your score drops below 0, that number is going to turn red, indicating a negative score. Alright. Added 10 more seconds to my timer. And the tempo is increased because time is running out. With 9 seconds left. Okay, there's that little plus 10. Let's collect that. While getting a minus 50. While losing 50 points at the same time. But it's well worth it. Even getting a 50-point deduction. Time's up. Alright, 3650. And finally, I'm gonna do one level of plus mode. Okay. Basically, in plus mode, this is a harder version of the main game, in which this time you have to make sure that each character enters the door in order. Like, the correct exit order is this: first Mario, then Toad. So you have to make sure that Mario enters the door first. Otherwise, if they enter the door in the wrong order, the level will end and it's going to show you the order that you enter them in, and not and the order you're supposed to enter them in. So it's like this. Mario goes in first and then Toad. If you were to do first Toad then Mario, regardless of if you get them all in, the level will end and you're gonna see the game over screen. Okay, and finally for the last 10 minutes of this video, I'm gonna be doing my play and edit videos. So I'm gonna be doing my levels I used to make. Okay, GBA 1-1, 1x1. Yeah, I remember playing this game when I was 13. Yeah, alright. Alright. So now Toad's gonna be going through this, and Mario too. A collection bonus. Threshold of 12,920 of 14,400. And Super Mario Bros. 3 Level 1. I remember making this level, as with 4 characters. Alright. 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 So they're all gonna make it to the door. With 2:62 on the clock. Threshold of 17,760 got 18,440. Gonna be above 17,760. Alright, level 1. This from the original Super Mario Bros. World 1-1. I added one spring only. Alright. Oh, come on. Okay, just kill him to try this again. You failed. Alright. Just wait till everybody gets this. Alright. So even better. they all made it. Alright, and now for level 2. Normal and wide. This is from World 1-2. Alright. So we'll add this, like, spring right there. Okay, just let them all complete the level. From there. Alright, with 244 left in the clock, times 20 for the time bonus, that would be 4,880. Alright. Okay, so next, high dive. Alright, let's see how it goes. Okay, they landed safely. Luckily, neither of them died. And tall 4? I don't know why. I don't know why I just named it that. Alright. So this was 6 characters. Yeah, I don't even know why I named it tall. Like, I just ran out of ideas at that time, so I ended up naming it that. Yeah, they all made it. An easy 3. Alright. We're gonna collect those last coins. So they all made it at once. Alright. Let's see what else is there. Easy 6? It's a magnet level. Alright. That was a really easy level. And finally, I'm going to be doing create. Okay, so basically what you can do is that with the game rule you can do you can do normal. You can do normal, which is the default template, which contains items for creating a standard game rule, using the minis and the exit door. With a multi-door, you can use Mini Mario to rescue other minis and lead them to all their own exit doors. For the key Mini Mario can be used to make a puzzle and unlock the way out, and a magnet to turn the minis upside down. But we're gonna do normal. And we could do regular sized. Yeah, there's how much space you have left. On the top right, there's a little tracker, which indicates how much space you've got left. 94%. And once that percentage reaches 0, you won't be able to place any more elements. And this percentage decreases. And on the top right, this percentage will decrease as we place more and more stuff. And once it's depleted, you can't place any more stuff. Let's see here. But this time, because this is COVID-19, I'm gonna make a socially distanced level. So the minis are gonna stay 6 blocks apart. Alright. So the minis are gonna stay 6 blocks apart. Like you could see Mario and Toad practicing social distancing. I'm not gonna save this level, I'm just gonna do this to show you what you can do. Ending with 85% space left. And let's do the playtest. Oh. The level will be saved as 0. Alright, so this is just going to be a socially distant one. Oh, and they have to make sure to collect everything too. Alright, now let's save it. Just going to overwrite that. And now let's play it. Yeah, Mario and Toad are staying 6 feet apart, practicing social distancing. Alright. So that's gonna be the end. So thank you so much for watching. So let's see what's next. So next time I do this next week, I'm gonna be playing Mario vs. Donkey Kong March of the Minis. So that's gonna be a really good game. Look forward to that. So thank you so much for watching this, and keep liking, commenting, and subscribing.